Good morning, everyone. Do you ever feel like you're doing what you can to manifest what you want in your life, but it's just not working? Like you're doing the positive thinking, you're trying to be grateful, you're doing the affirmations, you're meditating, you know what you want, you're dreaming of it, you're trying to stay high vibe, as we say in my house, but still it's just not coming. Like you have a vision board and you're still not in the Bahamas. Hey, Tracy. You write affirmations on your mirror. I am so blessed. I am so beautiful. Life is so grand. But still throughout the day, you feel like shit. Still crazy things are happening. Maybe, you are really focused on self-love. And so you're doing a lot of that work because you want to attract a relationship that reflects your value, and you're doing all the inner work, but somehow it's still not happening. I can help you with that. Because the thing is, manifestation is not hard. It's not. To manifest the life you want is as easy as breathing. And I know that because you're doing it right now. Everything that you have in your life right now, you have manifested, okay? And everything that continues to be in your life, you are continuing to manifest. You're putting energy into upholding that reality. Consistently, you are feeding that reality with your thoughts, with your feelings, your self-concept, all of it, okay? So you are manifesting all the time. It's not hard. In fact, if you want a little confidence boost in your ability to manifest, after we're done here, just look around your house and write a list of things that you have in your house that you own now, that you previously wanted, and now you have. Like these earrings. I actually wrote on a list last year that I wanted some cool jewelry, and now I have these earrings. This is something I manifested. I didn't do affirmations about it. You don't have to do that stuff to manifest. Okay? What you're experiencing in your reality right now is because you want it on some level. Is because you're choosing it on some level. I know. It's a bitter pill in some cases, right? That's hard to hear in some cases, particularly if you're in pain, particularly if you have shitty relationships, particularly if you've got the collections agencies knocking down your door, right? Oh, I love being your sign, Tracy. That's like my job, right? That's my purpose, is to be your sign. So yeah, it's hard to hear that everything that you're experiencing in your life is because you're wanting it on some level. That's the truth of the truth though, guys. And so that may be for another video. Today, I really want to focus on one very persistent and very common block to realizing your manifestations is not anything outside of you. It's not like circumstances just aren't aligning for you, or like you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, or there's a timeline to it or anything. Because guys, time doesn't exist. So there really is no timeline to manifestation. You can speak things into existence simply by saying, I am. Okay? That's also for another video, maybe. So it's not something outside of you that's keeping you from having what you want. It's what's inside. And particularly, your inner child. Okay? Your inner child acts as a gatekeeper to you receiving what you want in your adult life. Hey, Om Shanti! So your inner child is a gatekeeper. It's keeping everything you want under lock and key. So you could have the money, you could have the relationships, you could have the dream career, you could have the self-fulfillment piece all right there, lined up for you, or in your vortex, as Abraham Hicks channels. But your inner child has got that lock and key. It's keeping it from you. And all you have to do is satisfy your inner child so that she provides you with the key, so that she unlocks the gate to allow for the flooding of all the things that you have persistently been trying to manifest to just enter into your life, to just show up, to just be there, to just effortlessly appear. Jen, 100% your inner child is a dick. Yeah, can be. But here's the real deal, Jen. Nobody who is mean or angry or acts like selfishly or like, anyone that's angry is actually just scared or hurt. And even underneath hurt, yeah, even underneath the hurt, underneath pain is always fear. And all of us in our childhood had an experience from someone that we loved, a caregiver, somebody, whether intentionally or very often unintentionally, devalued us, invalidated our feelings. That's usually the one with the inner child. You maybe expressed yourself honestly. For me, a lot of my inner child is like, I would say what I want when I was a kid, but no one would listen, or they would like tell me to shut up, right? So I know, sorry guys, my kid's home from school. She's got an ear infection. So, funny little story. Before I got pregnant, I went through IVF for years, but I always knew I was going to have Carly because I saw it in a vision, and I always saw her as being my apprentice. And it's turning out that just she's always like home when I'm doing readings at this point. Maybe she's learning by osmosis. So anyway, yes, you've got your inner child has some sort of fear that came from a judgment in your childhood. Okay, whatever that is. So you may have everything that you're wanting lined up for you in your vortex right at the gate, ready for you, the money, everything right there, but your inner child may not feel safe to receive it. Okay? Your inner child may not feel safe to have that. So doing your inner child work, and this is deep, deep work that won't be covered in a few minutes of a live, and this is work I do in my sessions. I channel your inner child with your higher self's guidance, okay, to work through these things so that you can receive what you're meant to receive in this life. But your inner child gatekeeps because she's afraid. She's afraid of something. Either she's afraid of having everything that you desire because maybe you had your favorite doll taken away from you from your sibling when you were a kid. So now you're afraid to have what you want. Like, it's as simple as that. Okay? Or maybe you're desiring to start your own business, but back when you were a kid, you shared an idea with your mom and she was busy with the dishes, so she just was kind of like, yeah, that's great. And you felt dismissed. So now your inner child doesn't feel safe to be seen, doesn't feel safe to share their message. Okay? Are you following me? Tell me if this is making sense. We all have this. We all have this. Okay? And your inner child's hang-ups not only keep your manifestations from easily appearing in your reality, but they're a big part of your subconscious too. So they actually are participating and guiding in your everyday experiences and helping you make decisions. So the sooner you do that inner child work by connecting with her, hearing her grievances, okay? So for me, that looked like doing meditation, breath work, that type of thing, channeling, okay? Getting assistance from other coaches, intuitive coaches like myself, identifying, getting in touch with my inner child, asking her, what in the world's wrong, Jess? Little Jessie, what's wrong, right? Listening to her, and in my case that was, nobody hears me, nobody sees me, right? And then what you do is, as an adult, you tell your inner child you're going to give her what she needs. So for me, that looked like telling my little Jessica, I am going to listen to you. From now on, I will listen to you, and I will see you. right? And it just takes that reparenting of yourself. So you essentially get in touch with your inner child and parent her the way you needed to be parented. And you do that piece now, and then she actually gets on board because she now has trust in you. She has trust in life. She feels more free to express, okay? And you want your inner child to feel free to express. Why? Because they came into this life completely on purpose. They knew what their purpose was. When you were a little kiddo, you came in with everything you needed in terms of knowing what you came here for and having everything you needed to fulfill that purpose. You had it coming in. And then as you got older, you were conditioned, you had these experiences that scared the inner child, right? Which made her forget her purpose, which made her forget she had everything she needed to fulfill it. So if you just do that little bit of inner child work, you get aligned with your purpose again. You as an adult start having insights, realizations of like, yes, this is what I'm here for. And yes, I have everything I need to do that now. Right? And that energy, when you lead with that energy of certainty and conviction and confidence and joy, you will not manifest anything but amazing things. Like everything you want, you will get. And here's the other thing too. You may be, as an adult, trying to manifest the man, trying to manifest the money, trying to manifest the house, trying to manifest the car, the weight, whatever it looks like. And hey, do that. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with manifesting those things and wanting those things passionately. Permit yourself that. Permit yourself your desires, right? So you may be trying to get these things, but maybe it's not what your inner child wants. Maybe you're wanting those things because you think that's what you want, because that's what other adults have conditioned you to believe you want. But maybe that's not really what your inner child wants. Maybe instead of $1 million, or let's say instead of a mansion, maybe your inner child always wanted like a little cottage by the water. Or maybe your adult self is trying to manifest a trip, traveling, right? You want to travel the world. But your inner child really just wants to get back to nature and focus more on like the home, the community environment, and like getting back to nature and really getting back to basics. So they're going to fight you and keep you from manifesting what your adult self thinks you want, because it's not really what you want. And your inner child always knows. She knows, okay? There is no one closer to your intuition, your soul, than your inner child. So, let me read some comments. What do you mean, Tracy? What if we don't trust what we're trying to fix? Can you say a little more about that? Trust is a huge thing. So the first time that I met my inner child, like I actually did that work, she wouldn't even talk to me. Okay, she wouldn't even talk to me. She was pissed. Like mad. And again, underneath mad is always fear. And I had to do a lot of cajoling, a lot of work and communication to earn little Jessica's trust back, because for so many years I had been shoving her voice down, ignoring her. The same as ignoring your intuition, right? Not doing what you know in your heart you need to do. And your inner child lives in your heart. She speaks through your heart. Your intuition speaks through your heart. Okay? So I didn't trust, my inner child did not trust me. And it was funny, I actually had this massive healing experience doing some breath work with the absolutely magnificent Alessandra Caprice as a coach. I was doing some breath work and I met my inner child, and she was like, again, no, I don't believe you. I don't trust you. You can say that I'm going to listen to you, but I don't believe you because you've lied before, and the adults lie, right? They say one thing and do another. Then I had a visualization of my 5-year-old daughter coming in. Okay. And I have parented my daughter so differently than I was parented as it goes, right? I'm a conscious parent. And so I had this visualization of little Carly coming in, and she put her hands on little Jessica's shoulders, looked her in the eyes, and Carly actually does this with kids too when they're upset. So she looks in her eyes, and she started saying to little Jessica, it's okay, you're safe. She's gonna take care of you. She's fine, you can trust her. She doesn't let us down. It's okay. And she was so nurturing to this little version of me. It was so beautiful to behold. And in the end, the visualization was little Carly taking little Jessica's hand and then taking my hand, and the three of us move forward together. Okay? So, and I've had so many amazing things happen since then in my life, personally, professionally. So doing the inner child piece is, I think it's my belief and my experience, my personal experience, absolutely essential to living your life on purpose, which is why you're here with me, because that's what I do. And if you're here, it's because your soul wants that too, right? So you know that's in a session, I'm so focused on your purpose, identifying your purpose, connecting with your higher self, your inner child, to identify your big why. Why on earth are you here? So that you can do it, right? There's absolutely nothing like knowing who you are and just living that, fully expressing that. And you can do that when you know why you're here. So that's why I'm here. Tracy, let me talk to you before I go. Tracy, you're trying to manifest. Thank you for being so open to here. So you're trying to manifest a healing, but you're not confident that what you're doing is working. Yeah. Okay. A couple of things for you, Tracy. Number one, this is kind of deep, but time doesn't exist. So if you are manifesting a healing or wanting to manifest a healing, it means that somewhere in the universe you are healed. So it's already happened. Okay. So you don't have to try so hard to do it. Instead, trust that that's what you want. So it is now available to you. And the only thing keeping you from fully feeling that you've got it is your inner child not feeling safe to allow it. So you want to get in touch with your inner child and ask why she's afraid to feel better. And it's probably, Tracy, because she just wants something to be acknowledged, a pain to be acknowledged. That's what I'm feeling. It's like when you were a kid, something bad happened, which everyone's got this, either big T or little T trauma. We all have something. Yeah. So it's just that she just wants to be heard on something. She can't move forward. She can't move past some hurt or some pain until you listen to it, until an adult believes her. So ask her and just keep asking until you get the answer, until it comes, guys. That's how you do the inner work. You don't even have to do meditations and stuff. Just keep asking. Do you know what I did? I don't have it here, but I got like a little picture, like from kindergarten, like my school picture, and I kept it around. And I just every day was like talking to this picture. Like, what's wrong, little Jess? Okay. You just keep asking until you know for sure. It will come. You just keep asking. And when you do hear what she has to say, Tracy, this is for you too. When you do hear it, grieve with her. Hear her. Don't tell her, oh, it's fine though. Oh, but you know what? Everything worked out. Do not dismiss her. Grieve with her. Let her air out and cry with her. Be mad with her. It can help to do some rage work. You know, I scream into a pillow a lot. Okay. To allow my inner child's anger to be heard. Because that was something that in my childhood I wasn't allowed, or I was criticized for having big feelings, right? So now I allow her to have big feelings. I just let them happen. I don't judge them, and I don't try to help her. As an adult me, I don't try to make it better for her. I only give her space to air it out, to fully express. And that's all you have to do. And then magic happens, okay? Then magic happens. Then life shifts. Then your reality shifts. Then you have more of what you want. Then you feel better in general. Your health gets better. Your relationships get better. So, try that. And if you want help with that, I will leave my booking link below this live so you know where to find my calendar. This is available to you. Everything you want is available to you. Everything you truly want. Everything your heart wants. Not what you think you want, not what you've been conditioned to want, but what your heart wants is fully available to you now. And doing this type of work will open the doors to just receiving it. To just receiving it. Have a great day, guys.